Learn the secret of the rich, how to stop paying U.S. taxes legally with the Spendthrift Trust. It's legal, it's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. So few people have ever heard of it. This is why I do these videos. It comes from England way back when King Henry VIII started the Church of England. Yes, the king who chopped off all his wives' heads. He went to go tax the lords and ladies to fund his church, and they went back to the 12th century, to the Magna Carta, to say, oh, no, King Henry VIII, you can't do this. It came to the colonies while we were still part of England. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that's turning 365 years old this year. Our country is only turning 250 years old. Our current tax structure went into effect February of 1913, and the super rich families of 1913, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys made sure they could save taxes. Guess what? If they can save taxes, we can save taxes. Hi, my name is Sally Gimmon, and on April 4th of 2020, my CPA called to say congratulations. I had done 6 K1s for 6 LLCs on March 15th, and he was doing my 1040 tax return for 2019. He said I made so much money in 2019, my tax bracket went from 22% to 24%, and all of a sudden, I owe $94,000 in taxes. It's COVID. Everything I was doing in real estate shut down. The bank shut down. The part of the courthouses I needed to go to were no longer there. And I told him I had nothing coming in, and except I had $50,000 saved. His comment was to set up a meeting with him, to get on a payment plan, pay interest and penalties. My solution was to research how the rich save taxes. I have read an article about the Rockefellers Spendthrift Trust, and I started researching it. It took me 5 months. Then in September of 2020, I started both my business and my Beneficial Spendthrift Trust. And I also became a representative of the law firm and started teaching a mastermind in my Phoenix real estate group to teach other investors how to save taxes. So now I'm going to teach you how to save taxes. With the business trust, this is going to help anyone who makes 1099 income. Maybe you're a business owner, maybe you're an entrepreneur, maybe you are self-employed, maybe you're a professional. You will legally stop paying federal and state income taxes in all 50 states, no matter how you file. If you make at least $100,000 a year, I guarantee you will save 5 figures in taxes. The more you make, the more you save. Now, I cannot help W-2 income earners because when you get your paycheck on Friday, your taxes are taken out before you get it. But Google says 35% of W-2 income earners have a side hustle or a second job. I did. I was working as a Medicare broker, and I was a real estate investor on the side. So, an example for you. Today, I put out a post about a business coach who files head of household. There's 4 ways to file your taxes. Single, head of household, married filing separately, married filing jointly. In 2024, she had made $700,000. Using the same numbers now for 2026, she will save for all of 2026 $275,939. That's it breaks down to $213,149 in federal taxes and New Jersey state income taxes of $62,790. Now, if she had started this trust in June of 2026, she would save in July $22,994, in August $22,994, in September $22,994, and so on. She will continue saving taxes. She's going to leave a legacy for future generations. She's going to keep her information completely private. This is on the federal level, not on the state level. We highly suggest you shut down your LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps because anyone can go online 24/7 and research them. 40% get sued every year. That's playing Russian roulette. And then I can't stop you from being sued, but all lawsuits become frivolous and go away. If you're over 65, you will stop paying the IRMA surcharge on Medicare Parts B and D. The business trust. we'll say federal and state income taxes. Now we're going to switch gears and talk about the beneficial trust. I hate this room, the lights go out all the time. Now we're going to talk about the beneficial trust. This is for all U.S. investors. You're going to stop paying the following 5 taxes. You'll stop paying capital gains. Short-term capital gains are between 10% to 37%, depending on your tax bracket, and affects you if you are wholesaling, fix and flipping, doing auction houses, tax liens, maybe you're selling crypto, you're an options trader, or you're a forex investor. Long-term capital gains are a year or more and affect you if you're selling your business. By the way, they're 15 or 20%. They affect you if you're selling your business, selling an investment property, or a baseball card. Interest income taxes are taxed just like federal income taxes, between 10% to 37%, depending on your tax bracket, and affect you if you are a passive investor, you're in mutual funds, you're in a Riich, you're doing subject to real estate, the BRRRR strategy. I have notes where I'm the paper in the house, people pay me the mortgage or the bank of salary, creative financing, seller financing, or forex investors. Forex investors, you get double tax, you really need the Beneficial Spendthrift Trust. You'll stop paying dividend income taxes. If you're in the stock market, if you're a day trader, if you're a futures trader, you're a commodities trader, or you're living on dividends. You'll stop paying rental income taxes. Yes, you can move a property with a depreciation schedule into the trust. Yes, you can move a property with cost averaging into the trust. So if you have short-term rentals like Airbnb or vacation rentals, maybe you have 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 doors. Maybe you have multifamily property. Maybe you have apartment real estate, commercial real estate, or you're doing Airbnb arbitrage. And finally, the 5th tax is royalty income taxes. It's still taxed in 7 different layers, but a little bit less, between 10% to 35%. It affects you if you're an actor, an actress, a musician, an author, an artist, you have copyrights, patents, or intellectual property. Robin Williams, the late great actor who committed suicide, had the Beneficial Spendthrift Trust. His 3 adult children pay no royalties on all his great work. I know this sounds too good to be true. Paul Benson started the 5 separate trusts 78 years ago, and not a single trust has ever been audited. Now his grandson and great-grandson run the law firm. When you start either the business trust, the beneficial trust, the mineral rights trust, the 501c3 or charitable trust, or the senior trust where the senior is incapacitated, they will give you a certification saying if you get questioned by the IRS, they will defend you free of charge. You have nothing to lose but to learn the secret of the rich. Please set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me at www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. My links are in my profile. Have a beautiful day and stop paying taxes legally. Take care.